Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to start our petrochemical journey. To do so, we need two things, oil and a distillation tower. Let's start with the latter one. Making such big machines is going to require a lot of resources, so let's mine some iron. Here minerals spawn in veins denser but smaller than the gtech ones, but we have to secure a place, or we could have stone falling on us and destroy the ores. Processing a whole vein will take some time, but we are going to use the stuff we mined in the past while this one will be ready for the next task. We move the raw materials to the crucible after correctly setting the ratios in the hoppers and turn it on. We have to make invar on the first run because making it at the same time as stainless steel could result into mixing nickel with chromium and outputting the wrong stuff. Once we have invar, we can add at once the 5 ingredients for making stainless steel out of raw magnetite. Now that we have enough stainless steel, we can get into crafting the distillation tower. Now we have the tower, but we lack oil and a place for it. We are going to build a dedicated structure out of construction foam. Now that the tower is completed and in place, we only lack oil. For the moment, we are going to use the one contained in the oil shale rewarded by the quest book. While the mineral itself is being processed, we shall prepare some coke ovens so that we also complete some of the old quests. And then we wait half an hour for the coke oven to process the oil shale. Once we have obtained the black gold, we feed it to the distillation tower, turn on the heater and wait for the process to complete. And thus we have obtained many fluids with sulfur inside. If we want to progress, we need the Tier 3 circuit. Now, the reason why we are doing the oil plant, other than completing quests, is that we need it for making plastic and epoxy. And, after updating NEI to the gtnh version, we still can't find any way for making the epoxy for the future circuits that doesn't involve a cracking tower. Benzene can't be made in the small distillery. The cracking tower is also going to take a lot of stainless steel, and we currently lack the fuel for melting it. So, we might look into the other thing we will need for the third tier, an HV dynamo. This can be made with the circuits we already have, however, it will still require a lot of fuel and also it has to be crafted by an MV circuit assembler. That machine requires some neon that can only be obtained from a cryogenic distillation tower. The issue with that machine is that, to be powered, it requires cold units. For making cold, we need some thermoelectric coolers, and these are extremely inefficient. We are going to need HV tier electric power for turning on the cryogenic tower. So, I guess it goes without saying, the next thing we are going to do is a big ore farm. Other than the farm itself, this time, we are going to have some gold mass storages. These are barrels that can hold up to 1 million items. Once the basic parts are ready, we can start moving the old farm into a new place where we can make it bigger. Now that we have fuel, we can slowly build up some electric charge, which we then step up to high voltage and push off the ceiling. We feed that to an HV thermoelectric cooler. Since this will output heat on one side, we are using that heat for distilling oil. Now we have to turn it on and off based on our battery charge until we get 1000 liters of neon. Some time has passed and we can finally take out a cell of neon and bring it to our canning machine. We quickly make a tier 2 circuit assembler and then we remember we lack epoxy for making anything useful. Since we are making the stainless steel required for the oil cracker, we tried to follow the quest book into making a steam cracker. However, it doesn't seem like it can help us with the task. So we went back into making stainless steel, so much that our crucible turned yellow. Thus we have enough for making a fuel cleaner that will get rid of the sulfur inside our oil products. And for a cracking tower that will finally give us the so wanted benzene. We swiftly take it out of the tanks and bring it to our heat mixer. Then we start a long chain of manual crafts. Hopefully we'll make a batch big enough for completing this mod pack. Yeah, it took us countless time, and we finally have epoxy. We made so much that we can't even complete the quest with that amount. And we run out of oil. Now we have to go find a source of it, and this will require some exceptional mining tools that we are going to explain in the next episode. Bye bye.